Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Darkwing Duck issue number 5. Now, as you know, these comics are meant to serve as carry-ons from the TV series, with some slight differences. So the cover you have Darkwing Duck looking on the city, where a cat's planning to drop some sort of weight onto his head or something. And it starts off how, in St. Canard, Darkwing Duck is showing Honkers his Darkwing Duck files, saying, "The Darkwing Duck files stand in you as you know about the access to the most classified of cases and crimes, all cunning by yours truly." And so, Golan points out how Honkers saw this all before. It's like, hold on, Honkers, nothing to worry about. Certainly nothing should bring the world to mine. Until he rescues him in time and remembers one time where at a lab, the lab team from Slush saying, "Thank good of you, came, Darkwing. We seem to be riding the horn of a dilemma." And they point out how, one of the scientists point out is how they had a cat they're experimenting on disappearing, and he sees somewhat clues and decides to get into action. So they leave the kind of satchel and that, and mainly disguise themselves as hot dog vendors. And one bit, a kid says, "Hey mister, give me a red." "Of course, colourful street urchin. Here you go, straight stack enjoy." And so he kind of forgets the buns. He's like, "Hey, kid, you owe me $2. The nerve of that little thief. If we weren't already on the K side, geez, DW, maybe the sauces were too hot? You mean like it says on the side of the cart, in big, bold letters. He knew the risks. Say, do you smell that, Launchpad? Something smells like..." And so he ends up, he's on fire. So Launchpad tries to use a fire hydrant. And the guy's father is like, "Hey, you're the guy who scorched my kid." And so he ends up punching him straight into a trash bin. And they realise the satchel's gone, so they get into a case to find out what's been going on. And they see a hotel where Goslin points out how the story's a bit dull, but Darkwing's kill continues the story. And he's like, "I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the instrument your company won't let you expense. I am Darkwing." Yeah, we get it already. "Well, you just gonna have to wait, Budwin. We're watching pay-per-view. Thing is, cost me a fine and a root, and we're not budging till it's over." And so they're watching the show, and Darkwing Duck's like, "Miss Duckburg, one, you gotta be kidding me. Miss Monstrum was robbed. This is shocking." "It's about to be." And so they all get to action, saying, "Let the liquidator bring cleanser sauce away, you super strains." And Bruce is like complaining about how basically everything is getting destroyed and it costs him a bundle. Darkwing Duck manages to take them down and manages to trap down a walrus guy. And Megavolt's like, "It's all be over soon, Launchpad. You'll never know what hit ya." So he ends up getting shocked, and basically Goslin calls it out. And they manage to get back into the case, where they see that who the main villain is, and there's a cat saying, "Nah ha ha, foul Darkwing Duck. At least we meet face to face. I am the greatest threat you ever faced. I am Fluffy. Have you ever seen anything so cute? Never, pal. And so he mainly points out his plan and such. And even having an army of cats at his disposal. And like, rely on you little faith. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the hairball clogged into your brand new rug. I am Darkwing Duck. And it's bath time, bunkies. Let's get aqueous. And so he sprays them off, and Fluffy's like, fall back, my minions! Fall back to treachery! Call for Beaver group. And so mainly Fluffy traps him in an area, but Darkwing Duck's like, oh, I probably should have refilled my water pistols. Two actually. A street sweeper. And so Fluffy gets street swept without, I don't know, killing him or anything. So they manage to trap him after looking like a big hairball. And Darkwing Duck calls on one of the professors saying, why would you ever turn a sweet little kitten into an evil genius? Well, sure, it sounds silly now that you say it. I guess I should probably abandon my experiments with the Sharpshooter 3000 then. Yes! I like how they all call on it, saying how it's the dumbest idea ever. And Darkwing Duck is mainly saying, and so Saint Canard, faithfully protector, put the prodigious platypus in the bunker. Foul it honker. And so Darkwing Duck knows that Fluffy's now in prison, even though he's kind of escaped and has another cat evil genius. And turns out Fluffy actually did appear in one of the older comics from 1992. And the potential villains in the comics, some that appeared in TV series, in comics, and so on. So what I think of the comic is definitely pretty good. It's one of the, it kind of feels like an episode, but in comic book form. Given the fact that the DuckTales reboot has kicked in, I am hoping to see a reboot for Darkwing Duck, given the fact he is going to appear and St. Canard has been mentioned. So in general, good thumbs up. Still good, still alright. So, comic review here, signing out.